shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so...
My name is Alicia. I'm watching my Aunt Dani at Good Morning Frederick, and I love her.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, January 6th, 2025. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Boy, let me just tell you, this is going to be a fun show because I have nothing prepared this morning for some reason. But it is show number 194. That means in 6 shows, next Tuesday is the 200th show of Good Morning Frederick. And this morning is a snow day in Frederick and surrounding areas. Mama Cone is here. Yes, we should have a lot of people watching this morning because pretty much everything is closed. Schools are closed, offices are closing, people may be working remotely, maybe not. Maybe pajama day. I have to admit, I'm in my sweatpants and my slipper socks this morning. But here is what happened. I mean, not that you really care, but here's what happened. I actually hit the snooze for the first time on my alarm since starting this show on April 1st. In my head, I thought, I got my show ready last night. And I'm good to go. I'm good to go because I got some extra time this morning. Well, no, not true at all. I had some of my show ready to go, but not all of it. So there you go. We're going to be winging it this morning. I know you guys are on for the ride, though, and I always appreciate you hopping by and watching the show. I ran into some people this weekend. Went with some friends to Idiom, and other people stopped by and said, I get the notification that you go live. I can't watch it live. I watch, later. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for anytime you can watch. And again, I know it sounds selfish when I say that. It is not about me. It is about all the local businesses, the nonprofits, the fact that we raise money for a lot of these nonprofits through this show. And we do that by having sponsors and advertisers, and it gives me the opportunity to keep going because my husband is generous, but he's not up for that for the rest of his life. I got to adjust my camera. I think I hit my camera the other day. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, it's all a kerfuffle, but it is beautiful outside. I would like for this to be the only snow this year. I don't think that is going to be the case. So don't have a rundown slide prepared for you this morning, but I will tell you, I do believe that Chris Michaels is going to jump on this morning. I think I was just on WFMD actually, and I was talking about this movie challenge that we have for Chris Michaels, and I'm sorry, I just found out somebody's trying to have a sales meeting right now. I'm doing my show. Anyway, so anywho, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of this is the first snow day of the year, right? So procedures and policies and things that have to happen, logistics not in place. But anyway, so hopefully Chris will join us. So you have to go to Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page and you have to look at the list of iconic movies. We made a list for Chris. He has only seen about 25 movies. I'm not even kidding. In his lifetime, 25 movies. Oh, speaking of him, he's coming on now. So it's great. We're going to talk to him about that and more, but let's go ahead and officially get the show started this morning. Got to thank our show sponsor, Heart Home Solutions, your solutions for all your home remodeling needs. Basement refinishing, new kitchen or bath. If you're selling and you need things freshened up, or if you just bought and you need some changes before you move in, Heart Home Solutions can help you. They love those big jobs. Heart, H-A-R-T, homesolutions.com. Reach out to them today. They were fantastic to work with. They fixed up my master bathroom shower, and they actually painted, which I hate doing, and they took care of that too. So hearthomesolutions.com. Let's find out about this movie list with Chris. Well, good. I hate movies.
It took me
Craziest thing I have never in my life, I can honestly say I have never in my life met somebody who didn't love movies.
listen, there's a lot of things that make me different from everybody else. You'll learn that eventually in life. But yes, let me tell you something. Look, I'm doing this strictly for the kids because I love the kids. I hate watching movies. And all I did, I watched my 2 movies. It was Friday and Saturday. The whole time during the movies, my wife won't watch any movies with me because the whole time I said, I hate movies. I hate movies. I hate movies through the whole thing.
You know, that is just, I mean, and I'm partially kidding, but I'm really partially like, I've never met somebody who didn't love to immerse themselves in that escapism for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like I don't know. It's really fascinating to me, but I know, see, it makes it even more special to know that I knew challenging you by saying I was going to donate to Christmas Cash for Kids, $1 for every movie you watched. I knew that would motivate you because you're such a great person and you want those kids to have an amazing Christmas. But I love the literal snowball effect now because we have now 3 other people in our at our office radio station. So we've got Bob Miller, we got Drew, we've got Mike Banks, all also kicking in $1. So that's $4 for every movie you watch. And then for every baseball movie, our friend Rick Wilson at American Little League said he's going to donate $5, which means you get $9 for every baseball movie you watch.
Yeah, I got to tell you, and you said it, man. I don't know. I just hate movies. I the thing is, I love watching. I'm a big sports nut, as you well know, and I love watching sports on TV. I like watching old television shows. So like, what I'll do is I'll instead of watching a movie, I'll sit there and binge watch All in the Family or Taxi or I Love Lucy. But movies just bore me. I don't know why. There's very few movies I like to watch, and so look, I took a lot of heat on social media for this. The first movie I had to watch because Bob made me. I gotta tell you something. Bob, technically, even though I am the APD here at WFMD, I still consider Bob my boss. He's the
He is your
morning
boss.
mayor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Bob made sure, and Bob said, Danny, I gotta look at that list before you send it out to Chris. So Bob said I have to watch Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad he did. All joking aside, I've never seen the movie. If you haven't watched that movie, and I hate movies, but it's something that Americans should watch because it
Yeah.
just it shows you what our military had to go through, especially World War II generation.
Well, yeah, yeah. And, to be honest, there are several military movies on that list. And, each has its place. And the reason they're on the list, these are iconic movies. I do have to say, though, as I said to you, you will figure out where some of the colloquialism lines that we have in our society have come from, and it will make sense once you see some of these movies. And I think, that's the other thing too, is just societal kind of terms and things like that. But Saving Private Ryan, I was shook watching that movie. It is, I think, cinematically, that first 20 minutes of that movie, even when you speak to veterans of that battle, have said it's as close to true life as they could have even imagined it. So that was a great movie, and I'm glad you sat through that one. But the second movie you watched this weekend, and actually, when you said you'd finished watching it and you were looking for suggestions for the second movie, I said you might want to go with a comedy or something a little lighthearted because that movie's pretty heavy. But no, you jumped right in and you watched Shawshank Redemption and you hated the movie.
I did. First of all, Danny, every time I talk to you, I gotta Google what the heck what the heck is colloquialism? Never heard that word, colloquialism. This is what gets me nervous, okay? You talk really good. Bob's gonna make sure that he replaces me with you on the Morning News Express. Colloquialism. It sounds like something a doctor does when you hit your 40s.
It's just those terms that, the sayings that people have. And it's part of our vernacular. It's part of what we say all the time. And a lot of the stuff comes from movies. And you're going to realize once you start watching these, suffering through these movies this year, you're going to go, oh, that's where that came from. Oh, that's why people say that. Even though
you know what I love about you, Danny? You know what I love about you? You were about to say another word I wouldn't know what the heck it means, vernacularity or whatever, vernacularity. So you stop mid-sentence and thank you. You're getting the hang of this now. Big words and me don't mix. I can barely do little words.
God bless you. You know I love you. You know I do.
Yes.
And I love this. I love this for you, really. And I know you don't appreciate it right now. And you're like, oh my God, I got to watch these movies. It's funny because I said I'm going to make the top 100, right? I'm going to give you 100 movies to watch this year. I figured, that's 2 movies a week and you're going to do it. But we put it on social media. And in fact, social media pointed out a lot of movies that we didn't even have on our list that we've added. And the list has now blown out to over 200 movies. And I certainly don't expect you to watch them all, obviously. But my husband loves movies. He actually has watched movies, almost every movie probably that's ever been made in his lifetime. He loves movies so much. And he was like, oh, we got to rewatch some of these. There's some really good ones on here we haven't seen for a long time. And I agree. But look, I think, again, it's all for the kids. I love the fact that we're getting a lot of people involved because a lot of people also said the same thing. Oh, I need to download this list. It's great and want to add things to it. So you're such a good sport. And here we are in January only. You got 11 months to go.
Well, it's funny, Dani, because what I love about this most is the fact that we don't even talk Christmas Cash for Kids until like maybe 3 weeks before it starts, 4 weeks before it starts is when we have our meetings. But not only are we doing this movie thing, but we're talking Christmas Cash for Kids a heck of a lot earlier. And that's the whole point is, look, truth is, it's fun. I hate watching movies, but it's fun. And we're doing something special for the kids. That's the most important thing. Now, as far as Shawshank Redemption, okay, the only reason why I watched this movie and I didn't take your advice was I was watching on there and I was looking at, if I can just right, the vernacular on the movie. Did I use that word right?
Oh, what do you think?
And it said it was a movie about prison. So I'm thinking, hey, bada bing, bada boom, fights, blood, stabbings.
You were looking at the description, the movie summary and description. Gotcha.
Right.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you thought it was you didn't realize it was an intellectual movie. You didn't realize it was about relationships between people. And
we
you
all
thought
know,
you were
Dani,
expecting like a prison fight.
Yeah, we all know. Come on now. Anything intellectual has nothing to do with me. Okay, we know that. And I don't care about relationships between people. I've been married 21 years. That's the only relationship I need to worry about. Okay. So
And we love your wife. We love your wife.
she's a
And I thought
sweetheart.
you were going to watch Grease, though. You said something about watching Grease. Did you guys?
I was going to watch on Sunday, but with the whole snowstorm thing, I had to get on and post the closing. So that kind of came paramount of everything else.
Well, I know this is not why you joined. I mean, we were talking about the movies this morning, but I noticed your Jets actually put up a W this week.
And let me tell you something, okay? The difference between me and Bob Miller. Bob Miller came on this morning. Oh, congratulations to the Commanders, and they deserve it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I said, Bob, stop it, okay? On there, I said, you're a Cowboys fan. Tell me what you're really thinking about the Commanders. I know you hate the Commanders. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, all right, the New York Jets beat the stinking Miami Dolphins, and because of the Jets, the Dolphins aren't in the playoffs, and I'm happy about that because I hate the Miami Dolphins. As a matter of fact, you know what? They're not the Dolphins. You know what I'm going to call them? The Miami Dolphins, because they're going to be golfing with the Jets because they didn't make the playoffs. So, yes, I am very happy my Jets won.
First thing my brother and I talked about was how we were going to have to say something to Bob Miller because I don't care if we were, for 20 years, at the time the Redskins were and whatever, right? We maybe won 3 games a year, but as long as we beat the Cowboys, it was like the Super Bowl win of the year. I don't know what it is about that rivalry. But I tell you, we almost didn't win, but it was a good game. And I had to giggle thinking about Bob with that. So
let me tell you how well I know my morning partner, Bob Miller. Okay. I was running out of time. We were on air and I had to call you so we can get you on air. So I said to myself, Chris, let me talk about the Commanders. Sure enough, I mentioned Commanders. Bob goes on this 10-minute rant about the Commanders and the Cowboys, and I knew darn well I could shut my mic off, and I had plenty of time to call you, and I even talked to you for a few seconds while Bob was going off on air, and was able to get back on and say, "Hey, Bob, Danny's on the phone." So
I gotta love it so much. So, very friendly rivalry with the people I love, but certainly, it's really good fun. And again, and Mama Cone is cracking up at you. She loves you, Chris. She does.
I love Mama Cone. Every time I see her, I give her a great big hug.
I know. You got to. But anyway, so I love that you're doing this for Christmas Cash for Kids. And to be honest, so here's what I think. We had Rick Wilson come in and say any baseball movie, and I just want him to know I'm going to be very wide on my version of what we call a baseball movie, because there's a lot of movies that baseball is part of the movie, but not the central part. Like Field of Dreams is not really about baseball, but it is. We've of course got League of Their Own in there. I may consider dropping in a few more baseball movies now that he's going to cough up $5 for you. But I'd challenge other people to maybe donate $1, put $1 in a jar for every movie you watch off of that list this year. Keep that jar somewhere and donate it to Christmas Cash for Kids. The first week in December is when Christmas Cash for Kids actually happens. You have all year to keep dropping dollars in the jar. Watch those movies on that list. Revisit some of those great moments and help the kids of Frederick County. I'd love to see this year be the biggest yet. It is a very special year for Christmas Cash for Kids this year. It is the 50th anniversary of Christmas
Yes.
Cash for Kids. So that makes it even bigger for us to just really go all out. And I invite all of Frederick, actually, no matter where you are, I invite you to join in this challenge with Chris. Watch the movies on the list. You can get it at Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page. And let's help the kids of Frederick County in the end and have fun talking with Chris about some of the greatest movies of all times that he hates. And he's scrolling through social and he's falling asleep.
And look, one thing about me is I love to have fun, so I don't get
I know.
insulted. So give it to me, give it. I'm a guy that hates movies. Yes, I hated Shawshank Redemption. It was boring. I felt like I was going to fall asleep through the whole thing. As soon as I put that up on social media, all my friends were jumping down my throat. One of my best friend, Brent, even said, I'm rethinking our friendship because that's his favorite movie. I just did not like it. It was boring to me. It just, there was no action. The ending was cool. Oh, by the way, Dani, also, I invite your viewers to listen to WFMD because we're going to start doing this every Monday until Christmas Cash for Kids. We're going to do a segment. You'll be in here early, and we're going to call it Monday at the Movies. Not what Bob suggested. Bob suggested the moron judging the movies. We're not going to use that one, Bob Miller. We're not going to use that one. We'll do Monday at the Movies instead. We will.
The greatest. I love it. And please, no, we say all of this in fun to Chris. We love him. We think he's a great guy. We're just giving him a hard time. And I'm sure it's good. It's going to be better. There's a lot of really good comedies on that list. There's a lot of really good action movies I think you're going to absolutely love. So we're going to check in each week and we'll have a good time with this.
The one movie, I'm going to be honest with you, Dani, I have no news today because the news is the snow. So I figured today's a good day we can talk about movies. I will say that the one movie I've watched 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times that's on the list because people always tell me, well, you should watch that movie that apparently reminds me of them, the Dumb and Dumber. I don't know why they say that, but I've seen it like 4 or 5 times, my favorite movie. And I really feel like I feel every part of them in that movie. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like I can really feel exactly.
You see yourself in all the characters. That's a great movie, right? When you can see yourself.
Yeah. That and the Three Stooges. But look, like you said, it's for the kids, Christmas Cash for Kids, and I'm happy to do it. If I got to sit through movies for these kids, listen, Dani, I want to say it again. We were so proud. You were there with us when we had the final total of $135,000, Dani. That went.
We're going to beat it this year, Chris. We're going to beat it. I can tell you right now.
I tell you what, I'm excited, and for all those kids, me and Mike Banks, and I know you got to go, so I'll make this quick. Mike Banks, our awesome general manager here at WFMD, we were talking actually during Christmas Day. He had texted me, and I told Mike, I'm like, Mike, does this make me a bad father? Because I'm watching my kids opening up their presents, and I'm happy, but my mind during Christmas Day was on those other kids that were opening up their presents. Not so much on my kids opening up those presents, those other kids
That
opening up
makes you
their
a great
presents.
person. You have a big
And
heart and you're thinking about other people. And you love your kids and your family, which I know you do to the nth degree. You make me feel guilty sometimes as a parent. But I think it's wonderful. And this is why Christmas Cash for Kids has been such a success since you started here, and why it's going to be a huge success this year. I'm telling you, it is going to be ginormous. It's going to be the likes of which we've never seen, and I'm so excited to be a part of it from the start, and to do my little part to make sure people don't forget about these kids all year long. That's a big
well,
part.
it was a perfect tie-in with you again with Good Morning Frederick, because that's why you started Good Morning Frederick. And I
Yes.
told you from the start. I think I sent you a text or something or a message on Facebook. From the start, I said you're going to make a success of Good Morning Frederick, and you truly are. I mean, look where you've came from so far. All
Yeah.
the subscriptions, all the people watching. So you're doing a great job. It ties in perfectly. And something else where I guess we can tease, Dani. We won't fully get into it now. We can tease, but I'm upset with myself. I haven't been to the Good Morning Frederick, the Everything Frederick and More store since it first opened up. But I think I'm going to be there coming up in February, right? So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Oh, yes. We cannot wait. Yes, you are going to be there in February, and we're going to have some fun stuff planned, and we're going to release more about that. But I'll
Yep,
just hint,
later on.
you don't want to miss first Saturday in
There you go.
February. So we will see him then. All right, my friend. Have a great day. Hey, are you ever going to be able to get home?
Yeah, I'm going to. So I have it all planned out, Dani. I went ahead when I came into work today. I brought in my sled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sled down 15 and then go down because there's no cars out there anyway. Slide down 194 all the way
Yeah.
into Carroll County, and I should be okay. So there you
There
go.
you go.
Always thinking
Well,
ahead.
please be. I know we got some friends in the State Highway Administration who may be plowing roads that can get you there if you need to, but please be safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Good morning, Frederick. Stay home if you can. It is nasty out there. Also, one more thing I want to say. I'm sorry, Dani. Just head to our website at WFMD.com. All the closures are
Yes.
listed over there. Again, stay home, please. If you have to go out and about, make sure you stay behind the snow plows. They're there for your safety. We talked to Chief Jason Lando, the Frederick Police Department. He basically said the same thing. Listen, for his officer's safety, for everybody's officer's safety, if you don't have to go out, stay home, enjoy the snow. Hopefully, snowball fight in Baker Park. Who knows? Maybe.
Yes. I'd love it. I'd love it. All right, my friend. We'll see you later. Oh my gosh, he cracks me up. I tell you, I'd love to hear what you think. First of all, check the movie list. Leave me a comment if we've left a movie out. It's got to be iconic, okay? It can't be, it's got to be one that a majority of people have seen. And maybe you can watch those movies too and drop $1 in a jar this year and donate it to Christmas Cash for Kids. All right, we got to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with trending stories with Dani and Marco. And then, of course, we are going to be talking African Americans of Excellence exhibit. And we're kicking it off with the ladies from AARCH, who were the ones who that organization picked the 7 nominees. So we're going to go with that too. But all of that doesn't happen until we do this, which is very, very important.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. So we were looking for a great place to eat, and I decided to take my mom to Thai Merrick.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful. You didn't want to eat it. It was a great presentation, and I tried things I had never tried before. And you walk away just with scrumptious on your mind.
Oh, yeah. So they served us a tea and an iced tea. And none of us are big iced tea drinkers, but it was one of our favorite things, wasn't it?
Oh, it was sweet and light and delicious.
It was. And then the curry puffs, I think they were.
That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It reminded me of something my mother and grandmother used to cook. It was excellent flavor.
Well, if you want excellent flavor, great presentation, I mean to be stuffed, head to Thai Merrick, 1170 West Patrick Street in Frederick, thaimerrick.com. Oh, that meal is making my mouth water today, that's for sure. All right, let's go over what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They have wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, well, pretty much anything you want on your floor. They can get it and they can handle it. Give Atlas Wood Floors a call today at 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. 301-948-WOOD. You know, when you call, you got to ask for Jeff. You got to ask for Jeff. That is my little brother. He will come out and give you a quote. And the work they do is phenomenal. Look at their Google reviews. You'll even see it there. Go to atlaswoodfloors.net. That's right, atlaswoodfloors.net. All right. If you want to know what is happening in Frederick, you got to go to the calendar, the best calendar in all of the land. You'll see the link in the description of this video. All right. I love to give you guys free stuff. So Maryland Lotteries teamed up with Good Morning Frederick to give you a free Maryland Lottery scratch-off. We're going to do this probably until the next week, the 200th show, because we're going to be giving away 200 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs during the 200th show. You don't have to be present there at the 200th show to get it, right? So I'll be tapped out after that. If you go ahead and text, and I'll put it up on the screen too, in case you need it later, 888-465-2944, and you're just going to get a scratch off. Just text gift and you get it. There's no selecting. Every single person who texts gift to that number will get a Maryland Lottery scratch off. And then here's the double great thing about it. Okay, because I'm going to say, hey, got your details, got your name, go to the home of Everything Frederick and pick up your Maryland Lottery scratch off. Okay, while you're there, you've already texted. Just got to make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. You pull the number off the wall, you hand it to the person behind the desk. They're going to hand you an envelope with more free stuff inside. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the greatest things, right? You're going to get Good Morning Frederick merch. You're going to get maybe gift cards, dinners for two at Texas Roadhouse. What else we got? There's a ton of stuff in there. I almost forget because it was a while ago that we put these up. And we had over 200. Well, we had 200 items. And there are still many items to be picked up. Okay. So you have until January 13th. Well, really, it's the 12th because the 12th is Sunday and the shop is open Thursdays to Sundays. Okay. So you got till the 12th to get there. All right. Today is a snow day. Most offices are closed. Everything is pretty much closed this morning for sure. In Frederick, it is still coming down, though lighter now. So, but those upper roads in the mountains are going to be terrible and awful. Stay off the roads. Let the snow plows and state highway do their work. Check WFMD.com for all the closings and cancellations as well, if you're wondering, but doctor's offices, all of that, okay? Nobody should be out in this. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, the Mental Health Association of Frederick celebrates its 60th year. And on Jefferson Street, they're going to have a special celebration with local officials and all that good stuff. But 60 years of looking after Frederick's mental health. And we love that they've done that. Wednesday, it is the microchip clinic at the Frederick County Animal Control on Rosemont Avenue, 10 to 3, $20. Don't need an appointment, just head on in. And then if you love trivia, Poorhouse Trivia is doing that at Memories, Charcoal House, Rockwell Brewery, Riverside, Bellis's Sports Bar, all at 7 p.m. and Rack Brewery, 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. On Thursday, you can join me at Key City Rotary. Come as my guest. It is a great organization. It's a service organization giving back to our local community. Really great group of people and great place to network and meet people in Frederick. At 7:30 p.m., and I don't think this movie is on Chris's list, though I do believe it should be. Great Expectations is showing at the Weinberg at 7:30. And then at 8 o'clock, a real rap show at Rockwell. This is free. You do have to be 21 and up to get in, though. And but that's really cool. If you love rap, why don't you head over to Rockwell Riverside, 8 p.m. on Thursday. Then on Friday, we are winding down the Maryland Double Deckers. Winter Wonderland happens on Friday to see the lights in downtown Frederick. And it is still beautiful in downtown Frederick. Ash and I were driving through, I think, the other night, and it's just so pretty, well lit up. 6 o'clock, Poorhouse Trivia is at South Mountain Creamery on Carroll Creek at the pizza shop, ice cream shop, whatever that is. And at 7, they are at Whistle Stop, and the links at Chaladon, I think that is. The Whistle Stop is at Adventure Park in Monrovia. 7 o'clock also, you have Gratitude and Unconditional Love Meditation. Don't we all need that? That is at the Center Sound, Mind, and Body on 6th Street in downtown. And at 8 o'clock, UMD men's basketball is playing at the Xfinity Center. On Saturday, free pizza alert. That's right. You get a free slice of pizza from Rosati's on 7th Street in the Common Market Shopping Center, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. But you have to let them know you heard about it on Good Morning Frederick, or you could even say WFRE or WFMD. You can say any of those. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just walk in. You're going to get a free slice of cheese, I think pepperoni or sausage pizza that they have there. And at noon, it is a good energy day retreat at the Cozy Castle. That's our friend Karen's beautiful home in Imesville. She does these really cool classes and retreats, and you can head to that. There are tickets for that one, so you're going to want to check that out before the date. Then on Sunday, it is the Brunswick Pop-Up Market from 4 to 7, and you have the Maryland Double Deckers. I believe this is the very last one for the season on the 12th. So if you haven't been on it, you can go. I would probably sit downstairs where it's a little bit warmer than up on the double deck that's open air, but that's just me. All right, coming soon, of course, the 14th is our 200th show. You must be watching. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to give away some great stuff if you're there in person or if you're viewing the stream. So we did a test stream this weekend. My husband, my son, and I figured out we can't use the platform I've been using to stream just because the internet is not great for handling everything we need. So we're going to go old school the way we used to do our streams back in the day. And that should be fun. We're going to do another test this weekend to see how that goes. The 16th, we got free trivia for singles at the Home of Everything Frederick, 6 to 9 p.m. Please indicate you're interested in that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the 21st, The Price is Right is live at the Weinberg. Why don't you come on down for that? That might be kind of fun to watch. And February 1st, it is First Saturday. This is Fire and Ice, downtown Frederick. There's going to be more information coming out about what is going on. Fingers crossed, I may have an ice sculpture for Good Morning Frederick. I put in my my suggestion for mine, and we'll see if that goes through. But either way, we're going to be in downtown Frederick all day on February 1st. And then the 5th is the African Americans of Excellence event. Tickets are on sale now. Please consider buying them, just $15 each. If you can't attend but want to support, go ahead and donate $150, and we will send 2 kids from the Boys and Girls Club plus their families to the event in your name. And the 8th is the Bootleggers Ball at McClintock. The 20th is Critters on the Catwalk at Warehouse Cinemas to benefit friends of our Frederick County Animal Control. March 5th is the African Americans of Excellence reception and auction of the artwork at Warehouse Cinemas. And March 15th, it is the annual Retro Prom at the William Talley Rec Center, which is right at the Armory, downtown Frederick. And this benefits the the Met. That benefits the Met. So anyway, all right, we did a lot of that. Now I've got my, of course, because I have no schedule, I'm all kerfuffle, right? But we're going to go ahead and we'll do trending stories with Dani and Marco right now.
Hello, and welcome to your trending stories. It is Monday, the first Monday into the new year. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick. My name is Marco. Dani, good morning.
Good morning. It is a great day. Great day.
It is a great day. Make sure you hit share, like, comment, share this to your friends. Let's get as many people looking at these trending stories as possible. We got a lot going on, starting 2025 off with a bang. Obviously, getting into the new year. How have you started your New Year's resolutions yet, or where are you at?
No resolutions for me. Never. No, I don't even try, because why disappoint yourself so early in a new year? So I don't do that.
Yeah.
I do pick a word each year, though. This year, my word is grateful. And I'm always grateful for, I try to remind myself how grateful I am. Sometimes I don't act grateful, but I am. I am always grateful.
Me too. Living in gratefulness is good. That is fantastic. Speaking of grateful, let's go right to the top story. Right behind me, the Washington Commanders grateful for Marcus Mariota.
Yes.
And grateful for, I mean, they were in the playoffs, so it's not like we had to win to get in, but I don't know, whatever it is with Dallas. It just
Anytime we beat the Cowboys is a great day.
Anytime we beat the Cowboys is a great day. I know you'll be talking to Bob Miller later on. Tell him that Marco said, ha, ha, ha. Although it wasn't easy, and it didn't look like we actually were even going to win for most of that game.
We were not going to win. We were not going to win. And I was in and out. I was taking down Christmas decorations, watching the game, disappointed every time I walked in to see the TV. But I thought Jaden Daniels came out because he didn't need to play and we didn't want him to get hurt. Did he hurt his leg?
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't right. He was limping around, which was not great.
Don't like that at all.
And obviously, I think he's going to be fine. But the last thing you want is to get nicked up before the playoffs. But I think what Dan Quinn wanted was to come in, play a solid first half, get up by a couple touchdowns, and then do what he eventually ended up doing. Although he went to Mariota earlier than I think he wanted to, and we were out of sync, and it doesn't look great. Listen, the Washington Commanders have won 12 games for the first time, and I don't even know if they've ever won 12 games. To be honest with you,
1991, I think.
Well, that was 11. That was 11. I don't know that they've ever won 12. We'll have to see if somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, 1991 was the last time they won 11.
Gotcha.
They've had,
and the games. I mean, we only had 16 games for a while.
Right? We have a new player here. You can see my cat.
Yeah, Nor.
Nora is excited. Are you excited about the Commanders?
Woohoo! Oh, look at her.
She loves me because I feed her chicken.
She needs a little Commander's shirt. We need to get her a little outfit.
I would love to see that. But the Washington Commanders, nobody in their right mind thought they'd be this good this early. Dan Quinn has done a wonderful job. He should get a few votes for Coach of the Year because we're doing more with less. And I count teams. I say horses. You need horses. Like Lamar Jackson's a horse. So then congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens who won their division. They'll be the third seed in the playoffs. They on that team have what I call horses, probably 12 to 13 horses. And the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, they have 12, 13, 14, 15 horses.
Right.
We have 2 or 3 horses. So I don't expect us to do very much. So just making it to the playoffs in Jaden Daniels' first year, I don't want to sound like a loser, like, hey, we've already won, whatever. I want to try to go as far as we can, but you just can't. Oh, yeah. You got to look.
I think being realistic is also helpful because, again, I think coming into this year, we're always hopeful. We always think, okay, we're going to be solid. It's been exciting. It's been awesome. It's been fun. But realistically, so far, every time we've gone up against a team that is really good, we have either gotten killed or we barely scraped out. You know what I mean? So it's not an authoritative wins over great teams. So look, I'm going to be happy. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want to, go out of this season, with everyone intact and know that it's been for a Commanders fan this year, it has been the most fun I've had watching football probably since the last time they won a Super Bowl. So
I mean, listen, Vegas had us at 6 wins. We doubled, and Vegas doesn't miss a lot of stuff.
No,
we doubled that up, and so
I watched a guy's podcast where they redid what they said at the beginning of the year for records for teams.
Yeah,
they had the Commanders at 3-12 or whatever it was. It was 3 wins. So they were like, well, got that one wrong. So
and so here's how it's shaking out. The Commanders are going to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think that game might be on Sunday night. I don't know that yet. I have to double check that, and it looks like that's set there. The Ravens, I don't know who the Ravens play. I haven't checked that out. They won their division. They're the 3 seed, so they're going to take on the 6 seed, which I think is the Steelers.
All right, let's just see what we got. So, okay. Oh, it's all T. They don't have anything yet. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they should have at least have who they're playing. Does it?
Right. So AFC playoff bracket, they only have the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, Texans, Chargers, Steelers, Broncos. They don't even have anything yet.
Who's the sixth?
Oh, wait. Here we go. Wild card round Saturday, 4:30. Chargers at Texans, 8 Steelers at Ravens.
Yeah, so Steelers, Ravens.
Sunday, Broncos at Bills, Packers at Eagles. Sunday night, 8 p.m., Commanders at Buccaneers.
Sunday night football, man.
And Monday night is Lions or Vikings at Rams.
Yeah. So there you go. So there we go. We it's going to be a great playoffs for the first time since the RG3 2012 season. We're back in the playoffs. This team is definitely on an uptick. I can't wait to see what we do in the offseason, signing some free agents, getting more horses in here. But congratulations to the Commanders. As much as they've turned my hair gray this year, and it's like we can't just blow anybody out. Now we have these games that come down to the last second.
Our mom was watching the game, and she's like, I'm attack every week. I said, I know. Yeah, every week. But I gotta say, gratefully, again, being grateful this year, there are many players who will want to come to the Commanders, which hasn't happened since I don't even know when. I don't even remember, even after we won Super Bowls, teams or players saying, I'm happy to go to the Commanders. So.
Well, and part of that, and not to get too much into the trendy stories all about sports, but part of that is because Joe Gibbs won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. We've never had like a Tom Brady. So people come to a team.
Well, not only that,
when you have the
Dan Snyder. That was the problem always, why people never wanted to come. We had terrible upper, it was just all that. So
now we have a
that's
quarterback
all changed. It's going to be great.
that people love. They have a quarterback that is always has you in the game and that gets people fired up. And so we will be getting a lot of free agents here that want to come and play with Jaden Daniels, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that shakes out. But if you're a Commanders fan, you got to be on cloud nine, and we got to see what we can do. Hey, you can't go home with the homecoming queen if you're not invited to the dance. So we'll see what happens there. Other trending stories. I don't know if you heard about. There's a lot of chaos going on right now. It's really insane. But the biggest thing is obviously the certification of the election. And there's just a storm you guys got, bros. Let me just throw this up on here and see if we can. We got that. All right. So let me just see what exactly this person's seeing here.
Electoral certification that is scheduled to take place in Congress tomorrow on January 6th. There is now a major winter storm warning for Washington, D.C., the area I'm in, and lawmakers are potentially leaving the area. Now, Speaker Mike Johnson has said that come hell or high water, whether there's a blizzard or not, they will be certifying the election results.
So that's what
why
they're
are
saying.
they always looking for a reason or an
Exactly.
excuse? First of all, why are they leaving? Stay here.
That's insane. And there's a lot of weird things going on. So Donald Trump has announced that he wants on January 19th to have a rally the day before he's inaugurated. A lot of people are trying to suspect that something is going on. And I think the last I heard, 12 states haven't ratified the election, with 6 of those 12 being swing states. And they say there's a giant irregularity with not doing that a week prior to getting the inauguration. And tomorrow, January 6th, I'm sorry, that's today, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to, I guess, get these things in today. So I have no idea what's going to happen, but.
Yeah, they've had since November 6th. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous to try to stall, drag their feet, whatever they're doing. Ridiculous. And I'm telling you, there will be an upheaval if they don't certify this election.
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen here? What do you think the plan is?
Well, I don't know.
America,
worst case scenario, if they delay or they say that we have to wait because there are, issues somewhere, it's going to cause an upheaval. There will be there's a lot of chaos going on in this country with people that are from here as well as people who aren't from here. And it's, I think everybody's a little on edge with the drones or the Dior bags, if you're on TikTok at all, and you've seen Bethany Frankel and her videos. But yeah, it's just all crazy. And we need some calm. That should have been my word for this year. Calm.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Everybody relax.
Just need to chill out a little bit. So
Yeah, it definitely is. It is. I tell you, man, there's so much chaos going on. You've got so just to hit, because we can't hit all of these stories. This trending will be 58 minutes, but there's bird flu that's now, I guess, being transmitted to some humans in California. They put out a thing for that. There's this mystery thing that's like RSV and COVID and the norovirus that's kind of going around.
All that, yep.
And I don't know if you saw this, but this just being tapped out looks like there's a listeria breakout at Kroger.
It's way worse than anyone thought. Where do I start? So basically Friday, the FDA sent out a massive warning to everyone about this listeria outbreak. And they found it at Walmart and Aldi and Kroger. So now all 3 stores are recalling vegetables and herbs, including guacamole and salsa. This is bad, guys.
Now, at first, when they said vegetables, I was fine until they said guacamole and salsa, because I live off of that. I don't really live off of vegetables per se. So it's so crazy. So that's out there, and the bird flu and eggs, and it's just. I need a chalkboard to figure out, like, what can we eat, where can we go, who's not. It's insane.
I'm telling you, sometimes this is why some people just go, you know what, I can't take any more. I'm not watching any more news. I still got to get up and go to work tomorrow. So until the day that happens. But how about the fact that California has again won 2 winners for the Mega Millions. Same gas station.
Yeah.
How is this not being investigated? And actually, while I was reading all these anomalies, California is only responsible for purchasing 11% of those lottery tickets for the big games.
Yeah.
Yet they win like 38% or 42% of the
Oh, it's even
jackpot.
more. It's close to 60%. Here's the thing. I'm just going to tell you one way. This is a scam. I'm telling you, it's a scam. I mean, I heard there was an investigation from the FBI that's underway because there's the amount
Not
of
even
odds.
the
odds. Yeah, you have more. I think I don't want to do the whole thing because it was like a 12-minute thing, but here are the odds. If you took the entire state of Texas and covered it with nickels, and then you colored one of those nickels red, and you flew over Texas and dropped your nickel from a plane, and it landed on top of the red nickel, that's still less odds than what happened here. So that just tells you it is an anomaly that you cannot explain away.
No.
And think about it.
When I was reading all that, though, it said the owner or the president of the lottery company, and it dawned on me. Wait a minute, this is like a private company that does the lottery.
Yeah,
I thought it was every state.
No, yeah, people think it's a government agency. Yeah, no, it's just like Timmy and Don, and they're just like back
This
there.
reminds me of the Monopoly McDonald's scandal.
100%. Listen, if there's any large amount of money involved, you can better be. There's a 99% chance somebody is taking it from somebody else
Trying
or
to figure it out. Yep.
So I'm
Working
telling
on
you,
a way to skeeve the system.
we need the entire internet. Listen, this is why I love TikTok, because TikTok will figure this out in like 3 days. They'll figure out who it is, who stole it, how they did it. They'll have their phone records. We need TikTok to investigate. I'm telling you, I would not play the lottery anymore. It is the biggest scam in the history of scams, and there's just no statistical way that it should be happening, and yet here we are.
Here we are.
It's happening.
Yeah. It really, really frustrating and terrible. Those people who are scamming this money somehow. So we'll figure it out probably in like 5 years.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It doesn't really matter, but
we'll figure it out. It'll be too late, but
it'll be too late.
But we'll figure it out. So I know you wanted to cover this here. I mean, like I said, there's so much going on that we can't cover everything at once. But as far as craziness, here's a little something in case you didn't see this whole Sean Ryan thing. But
the Cybertruck car bombing in Las Vegas has turned into the craziest reverse psyop story ever. And it's still developing, but I'm going to run through all of the evidence in all directions that I have found so far. So hopefully it's easy to kind of pick up where we're at right now.
All right. So this is a 9-minute video. We can't go, but I watched that entire video, and really, it is insane what has been happening here. So if you don't know, Sean Ryan is a former Navy SEAL. He's got a big podcast, not quite as big as Joe Rogan's, but he had a guest on, and I mean, you might want to explain a little bit, but it is just bizarre what is happening here.
Yeah, so the guest he had on is also ex-military who has a lot of contacts, said some random person reached out to through his DM several times, and the guy said to him, I've sent you an email, you've got to read it. And so this random person who is supposedly the guy that they're saying was in the Tesla sent an email basically outlining what this whole thing was about. And it mind-boggling. Like, you're like, oh my God, are we getting like double, triple? I don't even know whose side anyone's on anymore and what is really happening.
Now, have you seen the? I think it's called the aging millennial, or that guy that's got a lot of people that on. So something that was curious about the email that they showed. Somebody said that it had red squiggly marks for the
cursor.
Yeah, so it's not an email that was
in it, which is usually only when you're typing an email, not showing an email when you've received it. So. I mean, he could have been forwarding it and it was there, but really, let me just tell you, people go so deep in disproving or trying to prove one way or another. Yeah, there was a lot of really weird things about that email.
Yeah.
Then there's been some things about Sean Ryan, which is sad because I really do like his podcast. And he has some really, really interesting guests who say a lot of stuff that's going on. They predicted. There's that one girl who has talked about for the last 6 or 7 months about, we're going to have a lot of stuff on our own soil.
A lot of sleeper cells. And on that Sean Ryan report, they've said that he knows for sure because whoever was the guy actually that was there said he physically has seen with his own eyes surface-to-air missiles from Iran that have been snuck in through the southern border. And so it's nuts, dude. We're living in such crazy times. It's just an incredible, insane thing.
I saw a comedian the other day saying, the craziest thing is we're not even talking about the drones. We're not even talking about, that's the upside down world we're in. We're not talking about the fog. We're not talking about, it's just one thing after another. And we're all just like, yeah, well, whatever. I got to go to work tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah, the hits, and you're just like, yeah. So if we're keeping aboard, there's aliens are coming from the ocean. The drones are from China. They can nuke us at any time. It's just good. We've had contact with aliens for years. Some of them are cloaking themselves. It's insane.
And yet we have a president who's still in right now, just handing out medals of honor like candy.
Dude.
Come on. George Soros, come on.
Nancy Pelosi deserves a Medal of Honor, dude.
Clinton got one. Seriously.
It's like Oprah. You get an honor. You get an honor. Before I get out of here, you get a pardon. It's insane.
Insane.
Yeah, so much stuff we can't cover it all, but we'll keep you updated with everything there for sure. All right, make sure you hit share, like, comment, post. We love each and every one of you. Happy 2025. If you got a board, let me know. If you show it to me so we can keep track of everything going on.
Your bingo card. Let's write our bingo cards for next week. Lord.
Yeah, for sure. What do you got coming up today on Good Morning Frederick, Dan?
Well, we're talking all about African Americans of excellence, and we're going to start interviewing some of the. Well, I'm going to come on here because I got everything. Well, we had Chris on, which we weren't expecting this morning, and so I'm going to move the interview with the ladies from AARCH to tomorrow morning, and so that they get their full due. We were already at an hour, so we'll move all of that there. And I will, finish up. We'll do everything we're supposed to do then. Although I do want to do a couple of things right now. And then I'm going to actually play some of our sponsors out. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing, siding, windows. They also can do your gutters, patios, and decks. Give them a call at 301-703-2157 or email ansconstruction.net. Remember, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick for sure, and she will take great care of you. And we're going to play out some of our other sponsors on the way out. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here at Good Morning Frederick. And don't forget that 200th show, January 14th. And love to see you on the stream from 8 to 10 a.m. I need you there and support. You guys have been in support so far all along. All right. Have a great day. Thank you to our sponsors and advertisers. Wouldn't be here without you.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.